Hi guys, it's just me. Hubby's at work. Well, I was gonna have some watermelon too, but I have an apple. I have half a cup of oatmeal, a cup of milk, and a cup of frozen blueberries. I have some iced green tea in a beer glass, and I have water. So yeah. How you guys doing? I just woke up from a nap, but I have to eat. Gotta eat. Oh gosh, I love this. I love having frozen blueberries just in raw oatmeal. Oh, it's so good. Cold. Mm-hmm. So, I thought, it's going to turn my teeth blue. I was actually kind of thinking of what I was going to talk about today. Normally, I don't think at all about what I'm going to talk about. I just press the button and go. I mean, I just try to be myself. So I feel like, oh, let me think of something to think of. I mean, I don't know. I guess that's normal, but I once wrote, I won't say it's a poem. Maybe I'll read it someday. But it's about kind of making your own way through thick brush, wielding your own tool to go through it, you know, while everyone else walks on this beautiful pre-made path. And you can hear them laughing, and there's families, and they're having a really good time on this walkway. And you're cutting through the brush, you're fighting through it. It would be so easy to take that path. You could just take that path. It's right there. It's right there. But you choose to make your way through this jungle of mangled underbrush, and every once in a while you stop, whacking your way through it, and you can hear the families laughing and stuff, and then you go back to hearing the sound of the tools you're using, as you're making your way through. So that's kind of what type of person I am. I've always been like that. I don't know why. I'm not like, well, this makes me such an awesome person. I'm just saying that's kind of how I've always been. This is the type of person I am. A lot of things have happened in my life, as I'm sure it has to a lot of, everybody, that for some reason makes me wary of that path that those people are on, because so many things have happened to me. And I think for me, going off of the beaten path and kind of going my own way, forging my own way forward without the path telling me where to go, feels safer. So that was deep. Sorry, I had a nap. That was not what I thought about to talk about. No. You guys, I have to talk to you about something. Okay, so I have Facebook. for the most part, I do not use my personal Facebook. I will say, recently I have kind of started using it because I have gained some friends who are also on Facebook, and these are real friends, unlike the fake people that are on my Facebook. And so I've, started using it. I know this person. Obviously, I'm not going to say who anybody is. I'm going to be very vague. Nobody is ever going to know who I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm not trying to out this person. But it's just odd to me. So, I don't know. Let's say 20 years ago. I knew this person, and they had more than 2 children. What should we call this person? Person X. And person X seemed to have a fairly good lifestyle. Meaning, fairly good. Like, for the amount of kids that they had, I was like, wow. Is this a couponer? And this person seemed like a really nice person. And I'm not saying they're not. So anyway, time goes on, and person X says that they want to have more kids, but they don't want to go about it the natural way. And they wanted to they did a lot of research, and they wanted to get a child from a particular place. This person knew so many people in the community, wouldn't even believe it, because of a couple of things that they were a part of. And so someone set up a GoFundMe, because apparently it's expensive to do that. Nothing about that. So the GoFundMe was for obtaining the child legally. I'm not going to say the word. and also to travel to this place, to Antarctica. And I was like, oh, that's really cool that the whole community is coming together for this. I honestly did. And you know, I was happy for this person, you know, and like all this kind of stuff. So there's a bunch of like legality stuff, paperwork, like people involved, like you know, type of a thing, passports, just I didn't even know like all of it. I was just seeing it, you know, unfold from time to time. Constant updates, you know, that type of a thing. Again, years and years and years and years and years ago. And this is not someone on my Facebook. I just want to make that clear because I was talking about Facebook. Okay. So I was like, wow, that's really cool. Okay, so said funds were raised. I don't know the amount. I have no idea what the amount was. I didn't keep track of that. But when I tell you it was thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars, yeah. Person X and their partner were gonna go. Well, everybody went. Like them, the kids, their parents, a couple of sisters, brothers, uncles, aunts. I don't know who else went. I was like, wow. Okay. I mean, what do I know? Can't help but seeing it over and over and over, just constant updates. So everybody's happy. Everybody comes home. Everything's great. Next thing I know, within a month, person X and said people move to another state. Okay, you know, there's work there, you know, moving. Got a really big house. Then they went to the happiest place on earth. You know where that is? With the whole family. And I was like, fundraiser, whole family. Okay. And I'm like, maybe it's a coincidence. Like, you know, I mean, what do I know? So then person X gets a new vehicle. Mind you, this is being blasted by them all over the place. I'm not looking this up. I'm not tracking this person. They are full on letting everybody know constantly. This is look, pictures, all this, you know. I'm like, huh. In less than 1 year, I hear that they want another one. Another child. They're in a different state, and they've become part of a couple of different communities. A fundraiser gets started. A bunch of money is raised. Rinse and repeat. Everybody goes. They all come back. Time for another trip to the happiest place on earth. I'm sorry, but at this point I was like, if I would have donated some money, had I known, but like, everybody's fine, and hey, would have been my right to donate the money, you know, and not be mad about it. You know, maybe, you know, if you donate money, right? But if it's for one thing, it's like, where are you getting all the stuff for that? Like, where's all that coming from? Come to find out, the two that they went and brought back have problems that require care, medical care. Would you guys believe me? Oh, this was costing thousands of dollars. Thousands. Because of the severity. Would you guys believe me if I told you that a third fundraiser was started and this group went for a third time? You probably wouldn't believe me, would you? But it happened, and at that point I was like, okay, I think I kind of am like, all three ended up requiring extensive care of some kind or another. That was just, you guys know our healthcare system, okay? So then they're all doing normal things, you know, school, all that kind of stuff. and things keep happening. This happens, that happens, you know, it's always financial. And I had, at the third trip part, I was done. And I would see stuff pop up and just I'm not even going to read this. I don't want to watch another tearful video about, you know, what's happening. And I'm sorry, can I be cold-hearted? Yeah, in those situations, because it's like, dude, I can see you, okay? I see what's happening. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. There have been so many cancer scares, you know, brain scares, like huge things, okay? Maybe they're true. What do I know? It's my opinion. I have a right to my opinion from what I've seen. So just today, person X posts a picture of themselves in a hospital. Now, keep in mind, here's where my brain goes. Person X has to go to a hospital constantly because of the 3 children. Like, almost, I mean, not daily, but she's not hooked up to anything. No bracelet, nothing. Which maybe she accidentally was like not thinking about that part of it. And they're just sitting, clothed, sitting on a hospital bed. And I care. I do. And when I see a picture like that, I'm like, I'm at least going to read what it says. Because what if it says something like, I'm sorry, but lately I have had so many friends lose loved ones. I'm like, what is going on? So I'm like, did somebody in the family pass away? Was there a car accident? Was there, what? I should have known better. I should have freaking known better. Now I'm sorry. Person X typed out the words, basically they typed out words that said that they had one of 2, possibly one of 2 extremely serious illnesses / diseases that you could pretty much have all of a sudden. That does happen to people, okay? 100%. But they don't really talk about that part of it. What part of it do you think they talk about? How expensive it is. Yeah. It, that is going to be very expensive if it's either one of those. And when I tell you they picked one of the diseases they picked to write down, I'm just going to say it that way. Is very rare and typically happens in males. Does it happen in females? Yeah, but it's like and of course both of them are, you know, terminal. And they use their kids as in part of, like, I don't know why they chose to do that, but they had to include, you know, their children in that part of the, you know, for the pity part. And I was just like, wow, man. I'm like throughout the fundraisers and stuff, they were always doing things that I was just like, if you're I can't even, how are you able to afford that? If you need a fundraiser, you should literally be eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, okay? You should be counting every penny, and every penny that is extra should go in that jar to contribute to that endeavor. But that's not what was happening. There was other stuff going on too, cosmetic wise. I'm like, huh? I was like eating. I feel like I'm eating popcorn, even talking about, like, just, yeah. So yeah, I don't know. It's so weird to me how people are. I think the internet's just crazy. There's this other person on TikTok. I guess all they do, they're druggy, and all they do is like beg for money constantly. They do lives and beg for money. And like, I can't, like, how is this person getting money? She's getting like up to $100 a day. It's crazy to me that people will, I know that there are people who have a lot of money that will go through the internet or try to find somebody to donate money to, and that's normal and all that kind of stuff. Do whatever you want. It's your money. I think you should be able to do whatever you want with your own money. It's nobody else's money. It's not my money. It's your money. Do what you want. I still like that commercial. Excuse me. But what I'm saying is, I'll leave that part out. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is, I can't believe that these people are actually like, and maybe they're not fooling some of these people. Maybe some of these people are like, oh, I see that you are an addict. I'm going to go ahead and pay for it. I don't know. Maybe some people are doing that. I don't know. But it just amazes me how people can get, in my opinion, like, doped out of, you know, giving money. It's like, don't you see? Do you know how much it costs for 8 people to go to the happiest place on earth? Plane tickets to get in, parking, rides, food. Y'all, I saw one family go. he took his family to Disneyland, and it was kind of one of those videos like, hey guys, come with me. Well, me and my family go to Disneyland, and let's see how much it costs, right? So it was like the parking, the tickets, the rides, the food, and then like there's different areas of Disneyland now that I've only been there once, but that you have to pay to get into apparently. That's like separate. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't like going off of stuff from the internet because it's, you know, I should be using the word allegedly. Allegedly. Because allegedly everything I'm saying is my opinion. Allegedly. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's just so weird to me. It's like, you've got people, the majority, let's be fair, the majority of people are out working really hard, doing what they can to provide for their families and doing the right way, going about it the right way, you know, and then you've got these other people, and you know, I mean, I guess it's no different. You know, some of these people on TikTok that are doing that, how is it any different than somebody standing at a street corner with a sign? You know, it's kind of like that. So I don't know. I don't know of what I speak. I don't. But everything I told you is true, to the best of my knowledge. Allegedly. Allegedly. Okay, I feel so much better. I ate, I had a nap. Oh, you guys, I was so tired I couldn't keep my eyes open. I'm gonna go in and do some more work. I might actually film another video. So, hope you guys had good story time. Uh-oh. I still need to drink this. I did eat everything, and my tea is pretty much gone. I'm not going to drink anymore, but I do need to finish this. I will, I promise. Bye.